Hey everybody, Arkanova here.
And Focus Heal.
We have one more escape room actually left in this game. That'll have passwords anyway. Three different types of card keys, generally found in the safes in each room and used to open the AV gate. Without them, you can't open the AV gate to play the AV game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of these cards is the first step to your escape. The Sun key is used during the first round, the Moon key for the second, and the Star key for the third. An elementary device that uses rubber to launch small projectiles. Frequently used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells, can be used as a necklace, but this is not sort of recommended. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert on New Year's Eve 2028. The audio logs from simulations contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test's subjects, saying the following: 6 of us are dead. Counting myself, there are only 3 left. I guess you could say that I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them, not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak and that the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Termite. The general term used to refer to insects in the epifamily of Termitoidae, of the cockroach order Latodea. That's right, even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family instead. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remora are in the perciforms order. Okay, great. Have a nice trouble, tragedy, and have a nice trust. The term used in conjunction. A term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that when two celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in context of our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the sun. For example, when Mars is the opposite side of the sun from Earth, it is considered to be in conjunction with Earth. Mercury and Venus, which orbit closer to the sun than the Earth does, have 2 types of conjunction. When they are hidden from the other side of the sun, this is referred to as superior conjunction, and when they are lined up with the near side of the sun, it is called inferior conjunction. This is the photograph Tenmyouji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kudashiki. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, as a childhood friend of Junpei, the title's main character. In 999, she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then, when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he'd heard what sort of destiny she had in store, and decided to see what she was doing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
It's spooky.
It's spooky. Okay. It says locked right now. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Go for it. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Is this the actual fucking first? I think this is the actual first white door we've actually been allowed to go through and clear.
Yep.
We've always died before then or some dumb shit. Yeah. No, that Tangram puzzle is a pain in the ass in shapes. Because, like, it's hard to look at a parallelogram and then, like, divide it up and be like, oh, it's just 2 inverted triangles. There's just 2 triangles. Which is stupid, because that's how I always used to fucking draw a parallelogram. I used to draw 2 triangles and erase the middle line.
Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was it?
The picture! Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh, you were looking at me. Yeah. Like, the puzzle's not bad, but if you look at the parallelogram, that's like, it just, the solution is so obviously simple, but it makes you feel so stupid before you see it, because it's like, oh, a parallelogram, that's just a triangle next to another triangle. Oh yeah, you must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
I'm going back. You 2 go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
Nah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Oh. Alright. See you later then.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. Yeah, like freaking just make, like, some of these puzzles have such a it's a weirdly obvious solution once you actually think about it with any kind of logic for a second, and it just makes you feel so stupid for not seeing it before.
Taro, I was taking notes, but
I
stopped my notes almost, except for the solving puzzles.
Yeah, no, she can't notes no more. She's done. She has like 30 pages of in-phone notes about like the story and who done it and who could possibly have done it. And now everything's going all fucking ridiculous, and now she can't even think. I stepped in the warehouse, found all the other teams already there. Kane, Luna, the Clover, and that deckhead. Two went left. Alright, so Quark and Tenmyouji are gone. That's 2. He makes 3. Basically met most of the characters. I love Luna. I love Clover. Kay's I hate Quark. I despise Dio. Alice is top tier. And Tenmyouji's, he's okay. And then, I don't really care for Vi. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost neighbor and slid his car through the rear. Well, I mean,
it's what you do.
He looks like a dick. He just looks like a dick.
And he's also Dio.
Yeah, but not everybody watches JoJo.
Yeah,
they should.
They should watch JoJo.
So here's the crazy assest thing about it. Dio waited for us to be here before he used the star key.
Right. Why is he
I don't know.
Why did he wait for us to arrive before going into the room? Like,
I don't know.
the fuck is he doing?
Maybe he thinks that since the last solo is here, that the other
An
characters,
ambidextrous
airline,
state
whatever.
has been 45.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy?
Oh yeah, because duh, we got pissed off at him on the second round for not waiting until people got back.
This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it.
Great, thanks. Still fucking hate
You see? I can be considerate.
You're a
Ugh.
dick.
Fuck off.
But Tenmyouji and Quark aren't
Yeah,
here.
where are they?
I guess I forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to
They'll
grab
be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
They'll just vote Alan, you can vote Alan, it's all everyone happy friend. Happy family prize. While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we'd investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything and were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. I wonder if the number 0 bomb is hidden under that fucking tombstone with the keyhole in the garden. Like, we don't know that. We don't know about the Memento Mori puzzle.
Yeah, that's true.
For a long 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door and Tenmyouji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
No, I'm good. Nah, I'm fine by myself. It's not
Just
that far
don't
away.
look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
I don't think... Okay. Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. NBD. Right, see you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. Oh no.
This ain't good.
It never is good. Whenever Quark's quarking, it's never good. Stupid little beep, beep, beep. I'm a little dot. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Little dot. Little baby dot.
GPS.
There's a second fan-shaped room on the other side.
There is, yeah.
20 minutes in, and they're dead. They
What?
died.
Oh yeah, we'll bring it up.
We are just about at the end of the game.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're just about at the end of the game.
Yeah, we unlocked the stuff. We're now kind of going back and cleaning up
So
some of the routes.
we've cleared out everything we could clear out without touching story locks. So now we're just going through clearing out the story locks. So we're just about at the end of the game.
We're getting there.
We're in the last leg of the race. The last fourth, I guess. The last 25% of the game. So we're pretty much good. Yeah, I wanted to Oh, we're definitely going for 100%. We'll get there. I just wanted to get the before I opened up any of the story locks that I could, I wanted to actually do all the routes to get as much of the information as I could before I started opening everything else.
Yeah, we'll be doing some jumping eventually.
Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Tenmyouji and Quark must have been here then. I laid out the floor beam in. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh. Looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot. Might as well head back, I suppose. So, was that a scrap of the balloon on the floor where the balloon was, or something else?
Well, that's what I mean. I think it was. Like, I think it was the balloon. The balloon was purple. It was a purple, like, scrap piece.
It was a purple balloon. The balloon was purple. It was a purple balloon, yeah.
Yeah, it was the balloon. It was a balloon, hugely, bigly.
The purple balloon was purple, I agree.
Yeah.
I'd packed the map when we headed toward the door when... Huh? There was a light where there hadn't been a light before. Oh, shit, that's active now.
Oh, shit.
What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out toward it slowly.
Whoa.
So, you finally made it.
No, you're...
I am Zero. I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see, however, this is only a recording.
Get your notes ready,
Yep.
he says.
I will
My
therefore
notes
be
ready.
unable to directly answer any questions.
So, I already know most of the reveals coming here on, but Focus here does it, so I'm trying to be like, oh, who's dead? Or what's going on here? Yeah. So most of my memory of this game came back.
Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
Also, Iron Tiger, is that you? I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was particularly futile, and kept my bald fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited.
No
I have
shit.
chosen two things of great importance to tell you.
All right.
First, I will tell you about termites. In retrospect, I suppose that's rather odd. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects.
Okay.
I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important.
You can only get on with it as much as the
It will
recording will.
determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a termite mound?
Sure.
Yeah.
They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art.
Yeah, losers.
Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space.
And also are made of dirt.
So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is
Okay.
doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals.
Aliens.
We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality.
Looks like a big poop.
We can understand understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds.
And you called it poop.
Yes, I did.
You did.
Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create?
Sex.
From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human
Oh my God.
DNA.
Zero.
You
Shut
could have
up.
told me like 5 fucking things, dude.
No doubt you
Termites.
see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate.
No, I don't. Really don't.
Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from
You
termites.
could have just said that.
So,
Bruh.
termites, I guess, are an incredibly popular creature. Because you know that fucking RPG I was playing with where I have to keep raising the next generation of Emperor and whatnot?
Yeah.
The main antagonist of that game was these big-ass fucking termites and shit.
Oh, those are the bugs you had to keep killing.
Mhm.
Ah, okay.
And the sexy termite queen.
We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal.
My ultimate goal is to stack that paper.
You might say we don't understand what we're building.
A fucking stock
Only
portfolio.
an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we
I'm the
might
bad
look
type.
to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial.
So you ready for shit to get fucking weird? You thought the morphogenetic fucking info jumping from 999 was crazy?
Yeah.
No, you ready for shit to get fucking weird?
If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty.
Yeah, why am I here? Not in like the grand scheme of the world, but like, why am I in this facility?
And you are about to catch a glimpse of it.
Not if you don't
Or
shut
have
up.
you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think.
Oh my God.
Consider what I've said.
Fucking worthless.
Now, let's move on to it is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
Oh, shit.
We've seen the bomb number 1.
Yes, we have. It was,
It's in the garden.
oh yeah, I was about to say, because I think number 3 was in the cabins.
Quarters.
Yep.
Are you
Bomb?
ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
Screenshot. I had no idea what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too? If he'd guessed my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw. If you do, you will be penalized immediately. I hope we will meet again someday. We would have much to discuss.
Wait, goddamn! You can't just spout all that crap and disappear. I found myself yelling at empty air. The hologram had disappeared. Urgh. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit. I kicked at a nearby shelf.
10 minutes. All
Yeah, let's go.
no vote.
Ah, crap, I need to get back. Not like there's any point in staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse. Okay, so we have 0 and 1.
Look, Mr. Sigma's back.
Took you long enough.
Where are
In
the
the
others?
AB rooms.
They went in already? Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose Ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you
True,
want.
but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose Ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
Okay. You get to 9 whether you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose Ally, we both gain points.
Or if I choose betray, I gain points, you lose points, and you don't get to trap me here. True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you'd choose betray to
But
protect
that's
yourself.
why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Of
trust
course.
you? Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this and we both ally. Everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it. I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it.
Where have I heard that
We aren't
before?
going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
Yeah, sure,
I
sure.
swear too.
I don't give a fuck, Quark.
I
Shut up.
promise.
This is adult talking. Man, so all you guys are
When I
promise,
make a
huh?
promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please! You've
No.
gotta trust us.
No, I don't. Alright, fine. I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You've gotta choose Ally. You promised.
I didn't promise shit. I mean, I did, but I didn't. With that, they turned and ran into the AV room second floor. Losers. Well, I guess I should get moving.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
One minute.
Yeah. I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyouji? Well, I can believe they're telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betrayal would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like a safe bet, but
Please! You've gotta you promised.
Tenmyouji I can betray easily enough, but Quark, even easy. What the hell was I going to do?
10 seconds.
Yeah.
9, 8, 7,
We'll
6,
fucking ally this
5,
Yep.
4,
Well,
3,
we are doomed. It'll
2,
be game over.
1.
Yeah. Ally with the old man and the brat.
Round 3. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for Ambidex.
Like, we have so many mysteries, like, who's K? Who killed everybody in that route where everybody was dead but Quark?
It had to be K.
Results
K was
from
dead.
round
How was he
no,
gonna
no,
have
oh,
his back?
oh,
of
that
the
one.
Ambidex game
Yeah, you know.
will now please direct your attention to the results
It's
screen.
like K would have had to kill Dio, but I can't imagine Quark being able to kill K.
Okay, so. Yep, piss off Dio. You.
You fuck. So they would be leaving with Clover.
Yep.
Points have been assigned, or please check.
Tenmyouji, what the
Wait!
hell?
Oh, never mind.
What? Wait, what? What are we waiting for?
I thought it said -2. Oh, no, that was just the points.
Hey! What the hell, guys? Why'd you
Quark
betray
had
me?
nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise?
I only
Tenmyouji.
promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So you're not
Not
going
what
to
I
leave?
said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me. He did break his promise. He opened the front door.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That bitch!
She is that
Wait.
bitch.
Quark and Tenmyouji have...
Also leaving. The words barely out of her mouth from Tenmyouji and Quark ran past.
No!
Well, this did not go well.
Nope, not for them.
Clover, are you really going to leave? Well, yeah. Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others so we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyouji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everybody.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
You're a bitch. Like hell I'm happy. That's some shady shit, Tenmyouji.
Say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done. He? Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah, no point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
And Zero Senior is me.
Yes, I have to say it too.
The number 9. It will.
Let's go. Come on, guys.
I'd run out there, Neo stick beam.
Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I look down and see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter.
Fuck off with this fucking
I
letter.
wrote it in the director's office before the AB game.
Can you even write?
I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is.
I see what kind of guy he is. He's a dick.
So,
asshole.
read it, okay?
No.
No!
Fuck off. He pressed it in my hand, and then I quickly grabbed onto his hand. You ain't leaving. If I'ma die here, you will die. You will die here.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
No, you won't. I'm gonna die. Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tenmyouji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them. Couldn't think of anything to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
Polar bastards! I should have kept Snake in the box. Real name Light. Light Yagami is
The number 9. Do this. Thank you. As the escape, please.
some bullshit. Read the letter.
Shit! They're gone.
Then game
All we
me
can
over.
do now is hope they bring help back.
That ain't happening.
Indeed.
There's no help.
I
out there.
agree.
It's over. I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it.
Okay.
Then I burned it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, and he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. I don't know how I went from Dracula to Mario. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. I guess I was kind of a pain in the ass, eh? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. I don't know. I was trying to do Dracula, and then I somehow went to Mario. Like, I was trying to do Dracula because we got like these red rain clouds. I was trying to be all like dramatic and Dracula, and then my Mario came out.
It didn't work.
So he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing, and I was really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping off in the bed of his truck, and he drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell on the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find somebody who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd asked her if she would take me too. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he bragged to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he really didn't want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When we got in there, he just walked up the counter with that grumpy look he said, and I thought, oh no, he's going to make me work here, but I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, then he set me down on the stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs were just dangled off it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. I'd never seen one before, so I was surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. But there it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure it was real at that point, and then turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off, though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I'd never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. That's not an exaggeration, I really thought that. Oh yes, because root beer float can totally compare to having a fucking mother. Root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was that when I looked over at him, Grandpa was smiling. I know that's going to be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then I didn't care whether he just found me or adopted me or not. He'd bought me root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but had never tasted root beer. Okay. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good, until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes in the morning, and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care!" Then he got mad, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset, and I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building, but by then, I'd started to calm down and think maybe that I should go back and apologize. It had started raining pretty hard, though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But part of that was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there staring at the gloomy, gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home, and about halfway there, I heard somebody groaning. At first, I thought I would just ignore and not get involved, but I went over anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He spent all night in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he'd collapsed. I was horrible. He'd heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever God might be listening that if they would save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said if it kept up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa because a week later his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man and that meant he was practically going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone. But maybe he'd been a little too strict. All the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he'd had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and he started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever. Even if he said I couldn't. Aww. Still hate Quark, though. Stupid, ugly hat. Fucking throw that fucking hat in the goddamn junk pile. Quark. Yeah, this is ending music. Tenmyouji. In Root Bear Veritas.
Useless.
Not great.
Damn it, Quark.
Alright, here's what we're going to call the video. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Kick. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the Patreon link in the description. For just $1 a month, you can help support bringing the best content that I can.
Till then.